Welcome back to Rabbit Noise on Rabbit Radio. My guest on the program now is Scott Kay from Statues. Great to have you on the show tonight, man. What's happening?
Oh, not a lot, dude. Just resting up before the rest of our tour.
Getting all ready to do it all over again this week.
That's it, man. Yeah, we're hitting up the East Coast as of Thursday morning. We just did our first 2 WA shows, and they were absolutely mental. So, yeah, we're really keen to get over to the East Coast again and play for you guys.
Oh, man, we can't wait. Well, first of all, you've kicked off the year in a really big way with the release of your killer debut album, Together We're Alone. It must be exciting to finally have it, out there and people are cranking it. You just know that they're enjoying it. How's that feel?
Man, honestly, it's so good. We've been working on this album for about 2.5 years. So at least that's when I first started writing ideas for it. So just to actually have it out there and have people enjoy it or not enjoy it or whatever, just so long as people are actually hearing it, like, I'm happy, man. So it's been very cool.
As I was saying before, man, it's a great album, and I don't think anyone could dislike it. Yeah, you're on a roll, man. So,
Thanks,
you said you kicked off the tour last week. How have people been singing along already, and you getting a good interaction with the fans that way?
Yeah, dude. Actually, we played Leaderville HQ, which is one of the sort of staple venues here in Perth, and there's an a cappella track on the album called I Want Peace, and we actually had a whole bunch of people singing along this time, which is really awesome because we've been playing that track live for a while. It's sort of like a nice reprise in the live set, but to actually have people sing it back to us this time around was really awesome. So we're very stoked, man. That's
so cool, man. Well, you also supported Every Time I Die in Perth last week. That must have been awesome too.
Oh, dude, it was so good. Yeah, I've been actually really keen to see Touche Amore because I missed them the last 2 times they came to Australia for whatever reason. So those guys are absolutely insane as well. But yeah, the whole show was so awesome. Such a high energy show, and all the guys in Touche and ETID are really awesome. So yeah, we just had a killer time, and the reaction was really good for us as well. I think that's the kind of, they're the kind of bands that I feel the fans would probably like what we do as well. So there are a lot of new faces there.
It was a big party afterwards?
Yeah. Man, I wish. Those guys pretty much had to fly out to Adelaide the next morning. So we all kind of hung out for a bit, but they had to duck off real quick, unfortunately. But hey, man, most of the fun is in the show anyway, so.
How'd you recover the next day, though?
I did nothing. I did absolutely nothing the next day. I just slept in and just, healed my body.
It looks like it's going to be a pretty big run for you guys, so you're going to need all the rest and beers you can get, really.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, we've got, I think we've got, 8 shows on the East Coast from memory. So, yeah, it's a pretty big run for us. Probably the biggest one we've done since we toured with North Lane in 2013. So we're just really keen to get on the East Coast. It's been a while for us, and we want to give it another crack. And we have ARS from New South Wales coming with us as well, and those guys are awesome. So I'm stoked.
So with those guys, how do you hook up with them?
We've been fans of theirs for a couple of years now. They released their first album, Cult Kids, I think mid-2013, something like that. And we just really dug what they did. We actually played a show with them late 2013 in Sydney and got to, experience them live, and they were just as good live as they were on the record, if not better. So we really wanted to try and get on board with them and do some shows with them together. And they're just awesome dudes to hang out with as well. The first leg has just been so much fun already. It's like we've been friends for years, and that's the kind of thing that's good for touring. You want to be with people who are friendly and that you connect with on a personal level as well as musically. So yeah, it's going to be sick, man. I'm really looking forward to it.
Definitely, man. Well, with that, are you guys traveling by bus, or are you going to do the fly in, fly out thing?
We're actually we're driving the whole East Coast. It's the first time we've ever done that, but we were thinking to ourselves, is it worth flying in terms of finance? And we're pretty much thinking that it's actually better, at least for when we've got 6 people, 5 plus 1 crew, that it's actually cheaper for us to drive. And it's just a funner experience. It's more raw, I guess. So we're going to be driving the entire East Coast and then flying home back to Perth.
Yeah, because it's a long way to go, man. And, but I guess it's like a road trip with the boys getting out there.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Getting up to no good.
Yeah, that's it. It's like a convoy. So yeah, we're gonna have a killer time, man. It's gonna be sweet.
Well, you're gonna be Brisbane on the 31st at the Crowbar. So what can we expect from your show this time around?
Man, it's just going to be wild. Like, it's just going to be a lot of fun. I've played the Crowbar with my other band a couple of times, and I think the venue is just really suitable for what we do, which is pretty much just getting in people's faces and going nuts. So, yeah, it's like the ideal spot to run around in. So, yeah, expect a lot of in-your-face shenanigans, I guess.
Man, that's awesome. So what do you guys got planned for the rest of 2015? You know, you've definitely kicked it off in the right way.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I think really for us, we just want to play as many shows as we can. Like, we just want to play anywhere, everywhere and anywhere, really. It'd be cool to get somewhere overseas. I mean, that's setting the bar pretty high for ourselves, considering this is only our debut album. But if we could try and wrangle some overseas shows, then we would be all for it. It's basically just about trying to play anywhere we can outside of our hometown, really. So that's it, man. Just tour heaps.
Living the dream. If you could go anywhere overseas, where would it be?
Oh, man. I think I'd probably have to say Japan. Like, I would love to have a culture shock there, and like I'm a total Japanese like fanboy. Like, I love anime and all that kind of stuff, so it'd be kind of like a personal, fulfilling trip for me. But like, I don't know, in terms of actually playing shows in Japan, it'd be awesome as well, because I've got some really cool, kind of really weird bands over there. So it'd just be really interesting to see how we're received. That's like a pipe dream at this point in time, but like someday, I hope.
It's not that far though. Could happen.
Yeah, that's true. It's surprising. Like, I don't see a lot of bands, especially from Perth, doing Japan, even though the proximity is so close. I don't know. It's just a weird thing, I guess. But yeah, I mean, Asia would be definitely something worth considering as well. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in Indonesia as well with heavy music. Like, their new president is actually like a full-on metal fan himself. So I think there's going to be a lot of support for that style in Asia.
Man, I reckon you guys could do it, and I reckon the president of Indonesia would love you guys too. Yeah,
definitely. It'd be fun. It'd be really awesome.
Awesome, man. We're going to go to the track, Oh Precious Commodity now, from Together We're Alone. Thanks for taking the time to chat with us tonight, Scott, and we'll see you guys in Brisbane on Saturday 31st at the Crowbar.
Sweet. It'd be good to be there, man. See you there.